Barcelona has beaten Cadiz by 4 goals to 0, but I have two players to talk about that really showed that really different and really very world-class players at Barcelona, and that is Lewandowski and Frenkie de Jong. And most especially, we are going to talk Frenkie de Jong because lots of stories really came in through indicating that Frenkie de Jong and United are really close to really agreeing a deal. Then Chelsea came in through, then Bayern Munich, and very many others, then Man City. But obviously the player stayed at Barcelona and he insisted that I don't want to go anywhere. Me as a man or a fan of Manchester United, I was really left in a lot of questions on whether my board is really competent for this deal of Frenkie de Jong, because when you look at the celebration of Frenkie de Jong today, it really speaks volumes, according to me. It speaks volumes. And if at all you really know what the celebration means and you're good at picture interpretation, it's like very much indicating that this guy wants to be at Barcelona and he never wanted to go anywhere. So guys, welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Obviously, Rokani David is my name and I'm here to let you know what the world is all about, especially as far as La Liga is concerned. Remember, would have been talking Premier League today, big games today. There was a game between Man City and Spurs. These games were postponed, guys. They were postponed, and we're waiting to see how everything is going to go on and really happen in here onto the Rokani Media Football. But we are talking La Liga today, especially Barcelona beating Cadiz by 4 goals to 0, and I'm talking about Frenkie de Jong and Lewandowski. Now, in the 55th minute, a man who goes by the names of Frenkie de Jong went on target, but his feeling that he expressed after scoring his first goal for Barcelona was really immense. This is Frenkie de Jong scoring and really showing that he's so much happy for this. And let me show you in here for you. This is another one, very close shot for him, doing that celebration that really showed everyone that, oh, I want to be at Barcelona, and I meant what I always said, that I don't want to be anywhere. I really want to be at a side which goes by the names of Barcelona. Remember, Manchester United spent close to 4 months closing in a deal for a man who goes by the name Frenkie de Jong, but they agreed a fee with Barcelona, 75 million euros plus, I think it was 75 million euros plus 10 million euros of add-ons, and the player still insisted that I'm going nowhere. The reason as to why Frenkie de Jong didn't really respect the move to Manchester United, reasons were being told to us that he demands Barcelona 17 million euros. And we kept on to that and singing that song, but obviously it came out later indicating that Frenkie de Jong doesn't want to go away at Barcelona, because he believes that for the very first time he believes that Barcelona have a squad that can really win a Champions League, because he has won La Liga with Barcelona, but he really believes that this is the club he grew up supporting, and leaving it at this time without winning for it a major trophy, leave alone the La Liga, because the La Liga is very much known is a competition between Barcelona and Real Madrid. Maybe sometimes Atletico comes in through. But obviously, Frenkie de Jong looks at this squad as a squad that is really ready to go in and win what we call the Champions League. And he wants to win the Champions League with Barcelona before he quits. So we are waiting to see what is going to happen in the for you. But Barcelona went in to really score 4 goals. And the reason as to why maybe he really pulled up that celebration, first goal, and secondly, it was a goal of a kind that really saw him score the first goal for Barcelona in this game. It took Barcelona 55 minutes to go in and score the opener, as they really went ahead to face a side which goes by the names of Cadiz. And Cadiz really had given them a hard time. But later, Frenkie de Jong unleashed the scoring list of Barcelona, and obviously a player who goes by the names of Lewandowski doubled the lead in the 65th minute, meaning after 10 minutes, he really went on through and really scored. Then Ansu Fati in the 86th minute, he scored the 3rd goal, and obviously Ousmane Dembele scored what we call the fourth goal in the 90 plus minute of a side which goes by the names of Barcelona, and obviously Barcelona has gone ahead to win this one in style. But that Lewandowski goal has really set him into the books of history of La Liga by Opta Jose. He's telling us that Robert Lewandowski has scored 6 goals in 5 games in La Liga, making him the fastest player to reach that figure in the competition in the 21st century. Andre Silva scored 6 goals in the first 6 games for Sevilla in 2018, and he has told us that this guy is really unstoppable. That is Lewandowski. So Lewandowski really looks a very good player, and he has scored 6 out of his 5 games. Remember, he scored a hat-trick. He has a hat-trick. He scored 1 goal, and I think this one. So in 5 games, in 5 games, he has scored 6 goals. To me, Lewandowski is really a very good hit man, especially when he's really leading the line, and he is really great. And when you look at the goal he scored today, it shows you that he's a typical number 9, because it went off the goalkeeper and it found him unmarked, and then he hit it at the back of the net. That is the man who goes by the names of Lewandowski. To me, I see him as a revelation, breath of fresh air at Barca, because he's one of the best finishes into the league. When you look at the reason that's why he came in through, his former agent told us that he's here to go on and really outscore a man who goes by names of Benzema, because Benzema is right now the man contending for the Ballon d'Or, and I think he believes that even this season he can go on and do the needful. But obviously he came in through and really wants to outscore Benzema. And obviously when you look at the goals right now in the Champions League, Lewandowski has 2 goals, and Lewandowski has 2, Benzema has 0. And in the La Liga, Benzema has played 4 matches and scored 3 goals, and Lewandowski has played 5 games and he has scored 6. So he's ahead of him by some 3 goals, but let's wait and see tomorrow whether Karim Benzema is going to play to come in and really put into that shift of a team which goes by names of Barcelona, because they are really at war, and he's here to really prove him wrong and really tell him, please, I'm the best at this in the world. And obviously Karim Benzema is really also trying to recover from an injury he got while playing a team which goes by names of Celtic in the midweek. That was the Champions League. And for Lewandowski, he came on, I think, around the 60th minute, because he never played the first 60 minutes of the game. Memphis Depay was leading the line for side which goes by names of Barcelona, because rotation is really called for, reason being they're going to play in the midweek in the Champions League, and they are playing Bayern Munich. Lewandowski is really visiting or revisiting his former club Bayern Munich, and he's going there this time around with Barcelona to go on and really take them on, a more improved Barcelona side. And we are going to go in and really analyze that game of football, I think, on Monday, Bayern Munich versus Barcelona, because it's really going to be a heated one. Guys, I promise it's going to be a heated one in there at Allianz Arena. Let's go into what we call the match stats of the game. When you look at the team stats, obviously 6 shots by Cadiz, 16 by Barcelona. It shows you how much Barcelona dominated the game. 0 shots on target by Cadiz, and 8 shots on target by Barcelona. And out of the 8, they really had close to 4 on target, and obviously 4 crossed onto the back of the net. And obviously, at least having 50% of the shots directed to the goal of the opponent on target, not bad. 29% ball possession, 71% for Barcelona. This is what Xavi would always want, to really have a lion's share of possession. And 217 passes completed by a side which goes by Cadiz, and Barcelona putting in ×2 the number of passes in there for you they have really put up through, plus some more touches, and making it 565 passes for Barcelona. 64% ball possession, 85% ball possession, 1 yellow card for a side which goes by the names of Cadiz, and 2 for Barcelona, 3 offsides for Cadiz and 3 for Barcelona, 5 corners for a side which goes by the names of Cadiz, and 6 for a side which goes by the names of Barcelona. So it shows you how great they are. And now Barcelona is really topping what we call the La Liga with 5 games played, 4 wins, 1 draw, 0 losses, 15 goals scored, 1 conceded. They're having a goal difference of 14 and they're having 13 points. Real Madrid behind them, 4 games played, 4 wins, 0 losses, 11 goals scored, 4 goals conceded. Goal difference of 7, 12 points really gathered. If at all they win tomorrow, they're really going to go back on top of the table because they would have made it 5 out of 5 wins, making it 15 points, and obviously that topples them off from the top of the league. That's it in here onto the Rokani Media Football, and I don't know what you want to let me tell me about what the La Liga looks like, but obviously it's really looking good for Barcelona, and Xavi is trying to really bring back the lost glory days of Barcelona because last season they really looked bad. They never got out of the Champions League group stages. They played UEFA Europa League. Guess what? They're knocked out on the semi-finals. I think it was the quarterfinal by Frankfurt, and they missed out on really going ahead to miss winning that trophy. But the signings of Lewandowski, Rafinha, Jules Koundé, Frenkie, Christensen, Marcos Alonso, Hector Bellerin, the other player. They've brought in like 8 players. Is really making an impact. And I'm leaving this question behind for you. Do you think that signing of those players is really going to go on and really make Barcelona a much more better side? Is it going to compete in the Champions League? Because for the La Liga, it's really written all over the wall, very much clear in black and white that they're going to compete with Real Madrid, obviously. But in the Champions League, where the big boys are, they opened up their winning game by beating, is it Pleasant by 5-1, and obviously in the midweek they're playing a team which goes by the names of Bayern Munich. So let me know what you think about that game of football of Barcelona versus Cadiz, winning 4-0. And the last question is, do you think the 8 signings they've brought in are really going to help them compete for the Champions League? Because last time they never got out of the group stages, and in the group stage they are in right now, there is Inter Milan and Bayern Munich. It's looking to be a group of death. So let's wait and see whether they'll go outside that group. Rokan David is my name. Good night. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later. And that's going to be tomorrow.